Hello everybody, I hope you're well. Thank you for joining me here at Friendship Shaving. Got a nice shave for you this evening. The soap I'm going to be using is the Ariana and Evans Pamplemousse soap. Pamplemousse is the French name for grapefruit, and you can see that in the picture along with the Eiffel Tower there. Now, as we've got a French theme to the soap, I thought it only right that I bring out my 1930s Gibbs adjustable razor, a British company that really made their mark in France, and this should be properly pronounced with a soft G, so a Gibbs razor. And I'm going to use a vintage razor blade in this today. Just take that apart, because I'm going to be using a Gibbs velour, a velvet razor. I believe it's from the late 1950s, early 1960s. You can see that the razor blades are specially cut to fit the razor, and they won't fit a standard razor blade. But just in a week I saw a British Persona Precision razor, almost identical to this, but it will take a standard razor blade. They are a very rare razor, the Persona Precisions. There we go. Now I've got that on the halfway mark, so I am going to change that to number 4. There we are. Now the brush I'm going to be using today is my Frank shaving brush, because of the colour of this. I thought it was as near as I could get to a grapefruit come orangey type colour. Now my first thoughts on this soap are that it contains castor oil, bentonite clay and beeswax, so I am expecting it to be quite a slick soap. Although it's named after grapefruit, that's not the immediate scent you get. It is a very subtly scented soap, and I'm kind of getting a little bit of an orangey scent, a slightly grapefruity scent, but it is very mildly scented. Now the information on the Ariana and Evans website states that this is a complex soap with green, fresh, citrusy and herbaceous notes. It has apparently a magnificent grapefruit note combined with crushed rose stems and petals. It settles on a meek, woodsy, rosy base, but it's not a rose-forward scent. It is complex with green, citrus and herbaceous notes with a hint of rose and wood. Certainly in smelling it, it is very pleasant, but it seems to lack an immediate scent. You know, some soaps, when you put your nose in, the scent hits you straight away. But strangely, earlier on I was having a look at this, and I took the lid off and changed my mind and put the lid back on almost immediately just to read the ingredients. And once I was reading the ingredients, it was then that I got the grapefruity scent, and it kind of was a quick blast. Now I'm going to face lather today. Oh, this brush is beautiful, man. Now let's add a drop of water to this soap, see if we can get a good lather going. I can tell already from my lip it's a very creamy soap. I think this is going to be really lovely and slick. More water. Now that's looking a bit better, isn't it? That's looking quite nice. I could still go more water here because it's a very thick soap on my brush. Lovely sheen on it. I don't know if you can get that. I know you can't. Very nice anyway. Oh yeah, this is nice. Oh, I hate it when the soap goes up my nostrils. Now then, the big test with this vintage razor blade. God, I haven't used this razor for ages. I thought it was a good excuse today to just delve into my little box and pull out an old razor. They keep very well. They're very heavily chromed, so often you'll get one in very nice condition. Oh yeah, that's nice. This is a stainless razor blade, and just in case it all went wrong, I had had a Gillette razor blade up there that I altered to fit this razor, just in case, but it's acceptable. It's not the smoothest of razor blades. And that is something I've found with a lot of vintage razor blades, that when you use them, they're just not a patch on a modern razor blade. There we are, halfway through, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to swap the blade out just to see how a modern razor blade compares. So bear with me a moment. I've got Gillette 7 o'clock sharp edge. Now you can see that I've adapted it slightly, and do you know, I haven't used one of these for an awful long time, a Gillette sharp edge. There we are, perfect. Now that is better. In fact, this Gillette razor blade is very nice in this razor. Very nice indeed. Well, I'm not getting a very strong grapefruit scent at all. The soap apparently is based on a perfume. It's based on Hermes Pamplemousse Rose from 2009. I looked at fragrantia.com. And the Hermes perfume has scents of grapefruit, orange and rose. So obviously I would think they would be very similar. Just out of interest, did you know that grapefruits, oranges, lemons are called Hesperidia? That is the collective name for that type of fruit, and in Greek mythology that alludes to the golden light of sunset, hence the brush. And Hesperus, by the way, is the Greek name for Venus, the morning star. Oh, I tell you what, this brush used like this, just the best. I'm going to stick with that. Now, I like when I use an adjustable razor, I like to keep it on the same setting usually. But in a Sunday sit down, I was talking about razor burn and avoiding razor burn. And of course, one of the things that was brought up was the use of an adjustable razor and reducing the settings as you go through the shave. So I'm actually going to do that today. I'm going to reduce it down to the midway point now, which is a number 3 for the second pass. And that feels really good. You can see, because I haven't used this for a long time, I was starting on the cap of the razor and just coming down till I found where the razor blade was most comfortable on my skin. Oh yeah, this is nice. I just wish that these Gibbs razors didn't take the proprietary blade, because I'll be honest, it's a bit of a pain cutting little notches out of the blade. Usually I mess it up, so I'll go through about 3 blades before I get one right. Now the Persona doesn't have that problem, but of course they're much more rare. And the one I saw recently, I think it sold for about £140. Do you know, this is a really nice razor blade. I haven't used one of these for a very long time. As the name would suggest, it's a sharp razor blade, but it really doesn't feel like it in this razor. Very, very nice indeed. Now, what's surprising me about this soap? Couple of things. The first thing is how lightly scented the soap is. Now, I don't like soaps that are too strongly scented, but this one really is at the other end of the scale. And also what's surprising me is that it's not as slick while I'm shaving as I thought it would be. Now I know with a very slick soap, you know, even when you've washed it off, you can you've got water on your hands and you wash the soap off your face and you can feel how slick your skin is. I'm kind of not getting that very much with this soap, but well, it is the first time I've used it. Not that that should make any difference, of course. Now I've just added a little water there and I've just got a waft of grapefruit. Now then, I'm going to turn this down to 2 now. That's going the wrong way. There we go, down to 2. Oh, you can really hear that's taking that off. You know, I was thinking in the week that I might move this razor on, but after getting it out and shaving with it, I think I will hang on to it for a while longer, and I think that's my cue to shave with it more often. I seem to remember with these Gillette razor blades that I used to cut myself with them quite frequently, and that's why I haven't shaved with one for a very long time. This was just an odd razor blade that I found in my mug. I'm just trying to use up all my odd razor blades before I buy any more, but honestly, I'm going to be using them up for quite a while. I have a few, just, you know, single ones or single twos that are left in a packet. I've just thrown in a box, and now I feel that was a very nice shave. I feel that was very close indeed. So I'm actually glad that I reduced the settings on the adjustment dial there going through the shave. So it was a good bit of advice that the gentleman talked about there on the comments section for last week's shave. Now I'm just going to rinse my face a little bit. I'm a bit tingly there, so I'm going to use my alum block, and I should have talked about this on the Sunday sit down as well, because if you're shaving and you are getting a razor burn, you need to buy yourself some alum. It is a very good product for helping the skin heal. Comes in a block like this, and you literally just wet it and rub it on your skin. It is an entirely natural product. Now I have got a very close shave, and I can tell that because the alum is making me sting a little bit. Very nice. Now I'm just going to let that sit for a moment while I wonder what aftershave I'm going to use today. I don't have many. I have ordered 2 new ones. I'm going to use some Lucky Tiger, I think, because I don't want to diminish the scent of the soap. Yeah, I'm going to use a little bit of a Lucky Tiger today, so I just rinse my face. Now I really don't feel that that soap is particularly slick. It should be, from reading the ingredients, so it has slightly surprised me there. There we are, got my Lucky Tiger. It is a face tonic, I suppose, rather than an aftershave. But it is a lovely, lovely product. Now I've had a super shave, but I'm really close here. I'm not uncomfortable at all. God, there is just like, that's incredibly close there. What a good shave. So there we are, that is my shave for this evening with the Ariana and Evans Pamplemousse, the grapefruit and the Gibbs Rasoir Ancien. So lovely, lovely shave. So I hope you enjoyed that, and until I see you next time, take care of yourselves, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time around. Take care now, bye bye. Oh, I think we're still recording. Now, give you a tip. Here's an old washing up sponge, right? It's completely dry. You can see the top of my soap has a bit of dampness from the brush. Dry sponge into the soap. And it's all nice and clean. That's it. Take care everyone. Bye bye.